What sort of characters do you think up when you hear the term most powerful video game characters? Maybe Bayonetta because she literally defeats angels. Maybe Kirby because, well, I can actually spend a whole day on that, so I won't talk about much. Maybe Sonic because he's the fastest video game character of all time. There's a lot to choose from, but I don't think people realize how powerful Mario is. Now, before you write in the comments on how bad an opinion this is, please let me explain. First off, you know how I said that Sonic was the fastest video game character of all time? Well, that's actually completely wrong. It's actually Mario. Now, let me explain that. You know, before the angry mob that I already likely have gets even angrier. See, Mario has something called the backwards long jump, or the BLJ for short. Basically, on stairs, slopes, rising elevators, or under low ceilings, Mario can long jump and then go backwards. Then he can keep long jumping backwards infinitely and eventually gain speed that matches the speed of light. And it's not like it takes days or hours or even minutes to accomplish this speed. In fact, it only takes seconds to gain enough speed to go around the globe within a few seconds. In addition to infinite speed, Mario can also gain infinite lives very quickly. So even if you manage to kill Mario once, good luck trying to kill him another, at least 1,000 times. So you're probably wondering how Mario can get infinite lives quickly. It's due to the infinite lives glitch, which actually really isn't a glitch anymore. I think it's just a secret that game developers put in newer Mario games. But in any mainline 2D Mario game, if you can set yourself in a position where you jump on a Koopa's shell without touching the ground, eventually those little points that show up on the screen will turn into 1-ups. And also, Mario has over 80 power-ups to his disposal, such as the Invincibility Star. If he did the backwards long jump and the Invincibility Star, he would probably be unstoppable for that small amount of time. And also, he can take over basically anyone's body with Cappy, which means that he could take over someone's body in a fight and that fight is basically done. So now to wrap this video up, let's go over all the strengths and weaknesses Mario has, and compare that to some of the strongest video game characters. He has more than 80 power-ups that he can use, including some invincibility power-ups. He has infinite lives, well, not actual infinite lives, but a lot of lives, and he can also gain speed to the speed of light within seconds. And he can take over anyone's body with Cappy. With all those strengths, he's definitely within the top 10 most powerful video game characters of all time. However, his biggest weakness is that all the things he can do only last for a small amount of time, like 5 minutes. So although he can defeat most people within 5 minutes, some characters that can withstand his wrath for that 5 minutes, after that, Mario's basically done. Yeah, sure, you have to kill him 1,000 times, but that's not much, considering the powers that some of these other characters have. So taking all these powers, strengths, and weaknesses into account, it is very easy to see that Mario is a very, very powerful video game character, but can definitely lose into a fight with some other video game characters and fictional characters, for sure. So if we compare Mario to some other video game characters, let's say Master Chief, Mario can easily destroy Master Chief with his BLJ, Invincibility Star, and other power-ups. However, against someone like Kirby, Kirby can stand the wrath of all of his power-ups for 5 minutes for sure. He could stand them for, heck, a day probably. And with Kirby's Warp Star, he can match Mario's speed of light. And also, if Mario tries to take over Kirby with Cappy, Kirby will just swallow up Cappy. So Kirby would win, whereas Master Chief would get destroyed. So he's definitely not the most powerful video game character, but Mario definitely is very powerful. Subscribe if you like the content. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.